I know people, including myself at one time, that would have said, I feel naked if I don't have my knife on me.
While London's police try to make joining a gang unattractive, the reasons why teenagers embrace gang membership are being studied by one of Britain's leading criminologists.
In the most deprived urban areas in London, I think young people see that their prospects of gaining sufficient money through gainful employment to buy a home, to purchase a car, to settle down and form a relationship and have children, they see themselves as being prevented from achieving those indicators, those signs of material success. And therefore, their lives, their horizons, for many people, are relatively limited. They're limited to, am I going to get through today without being attacked? Am I going to get from home to school, or from home to the youth club, or from home to hang out on the streets without being attacked by other young people? Am I going to survive today without somebody disrespecting me?
Professor Bowling's research shows that some young people see a gang as the only way to be part of a family.
When somebody says, join our clique, join our crew, we'll protect you, we'll be your homies, we'll be the people who you can hang with, we'll be like your family, your fam, the people that will look after you and protect you, and will give you a sense of self-esteem and protection. In that context, I think that however reluctant they may be at first, many young people will choose the protection and the safety of a gang, and will choose the protection and safety that they feel of carrying a weapon.
Teenagers who carry weapons are usually reluctant to talk about the reasons why. An exception is Alika, age 17 and a former South London gang member.
I know people, including myself at one time, that would have said, I feel naked if I don't have my knife on me. Take my knife off me, and I don't feel right. I don't feel right. I feel like it's part of me, and that's not a joke. Guys who strap it to their legs at a young age, they get a rubber band. The first thing they're tying up is not a pickup, it's not a stack of money, or they're not tying up a rubber band bolt. The first thing they're learning how to tie up is, how can I tie this rubber band around my leg and around my knife, keep it in place, and they love that.
Alika no longer runs with a gang, or batch as he calls them. Nowadays, he tries to steer fellow teenagers away from knife crime. But he remembers only too well the time he was the batch apprentice, given a knife by a respected gang member.
I felt the power when I held the knife. When I saw it, when I looked at it, and I knew who had held it, and obviously by now I was rolling on some sort of batch. And I know that the person who had it before me is someone that already holds respect to the batch. It made me feel like basically he's giving me his respect, he's giving me that responsibility. And he's like, yeah, I could trust you with it.
Being trusted with the knife was one thing, taking it along to fights he got into, quite another.
If I had been carrying a knife on a situation where I actually was to get into a fight and I got blood rage, I would have definitely done it, because when adrenaline goes in, you don't know what you're doing, you don't remember. And that's a lot of the things that happens with the young youth nowadays. And that's the thing that people don't realize. You carry it on you, you're most likely going to use it if case that situation comes along. Where back in the day you would have punched someone, you won't punch someone this time, because your mind is much more smarter than that. Your mind will be like, hold on, you got it on you, quickly, flick it out. By the time you realize, you're already getting some sort of sentence thrown at your face.
The sentence for adults who take a knife onto the street is up to 4 years in jail. The crackdown on knife crime is also pulling in shopkeepers who illegally sell knives to teenagers under the age of 18.